Good morning, battlers, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you all had a nice Christmas time and got some nice gifts from Santa. I sure did. In case you haven't noticed, I'm using a brand new microphone. Thanks, Santa. I knew I could count on you. Speaking about gifts, I'm sure you noticed from the intro the theme I'm going to be using today, as this theme is simply the best gift anyone can ask for when going against it. It sparks joy in the enemy's life, and after they get fast moved down, I'm sure they think to themselves, wow, that team was awesome. I can't wait to face that again. It's simply just so amazing, and you need such a great amount of skill to play it. Man, I wish I get to be as good as that guy is playing Shadow, Victory Bell, and Aerodactyl. All jokes aside, the reason I chose this team is because I was sick and tired of seeing the same Pokemon over and over again. Alolan Marowak and especially Altaria made me want to stop playing the game for quite a while. So my first thought was, what Pokemon can break up those two easily? Aerodactyl. What Pokemon can punish the Charmers? Victory Bell. What Pokemon typically wins Switch Advantage, or if not, at least puts immense pressure by being so tanky? Skarmory. Hence, I went with Skarmory lead, and although many times I throw away Switch Advantage just to fast move down before they can dump their energy, usually they switch before that happens, since Skarmory can deal with pretty much everything well. So without further ado, let's get into the battles. We're gonna be kicking the games off versus a Haunter, really positive matchup. We're doing lots of damage with Air Slash. There's gonna switch into an Electivire, to which I respond with a Victory Bell. Electric Shock only deals not very effective damage, but Ice Punch would definitely hurt us. I'm just gonna shield it up and take it out in just a few fast moves. It's disgusting, not gonna lie, but it is what it is. They're gonna bring their Haunter back in, and this was way too quick, so I know this is gonna be a Shadow Punch and we survive it, so I'm just gonna get to this Leaf Tornado. Okay, normally I wouldn't run Leaf Tornado, I'm just on a shortage of charged TMs, so if you guys want to run this, I would recommend running Leaf Blade on it. It's just way better in many situations. It would have made me win in a cleaner way. But anyway, they're gonna bring out their super spicy Ursaring. Respect to this guy, I really like it. They're gonna be throwing a charge move. It's probably gonna be a close combat. Okay, I was thinking it's gonna be Hyper Beam, but it was a close combat. Anyway, we take it out and they immediately give up. We still had a shield left. The Haunter was out of energy. That would have been just a fast move beat down. Not to even mention that we still had almost 2 Air Slashes on our Skarmory in the back. So clean game, GG's to that battler. In our next game, we're gonna be met with a Shadow Victory Bell. Horrible matchup for the enemy Victory Bell, sorry buddy. And they bring out a Marowak, and this is why we have Aerodactyl, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that disgusting damage. He's already more than halfway down. They're gonna throw something, it doesn't even matter, we're just gonna fast move down, and at this point they might as well just back out, which they do. I told you, this team is just it just sparks joy in the enemy's hearts. It just brings out the Christmas spirit. It just makes them feel so happy and tingly inside, you won't even believe it. So if you want to make every enemy's day, guys, just run this team. You'll see, they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. In this game, we're gonna be met with an Obstagoon. Now, we could win this matchup, I believe, if we use the shield, but I'm just gonna probably no shield anything this guy throws at me and just get the Sky Attacks, maybe get in a fast move here and there while he throws his Night Slash. We're gonna throw our first Sky Attack here, and they shield. They do not want to take any damage from it. Apparently they're gonna throw another Night Slash, and I don't shield this either. I'm playing it a little risky, but I know I'm gonna survive it, and I know I'm gonna get to this next Sky Attack. So if the enemy just wants to like use both his shields, he can be my guest, and he does. At this point, I'm gonna bring out Victory Bell because, as I said, Aerodactyl is kind of the star of this team. Mostly, he's the one who's gonna counter most of the matter. How do you say meta? Sorry guys. Anyway, he's gonna be countering most of the meta right now. and stuff like Alteria, Marowak, as I said in the intro. So I'm just gonna try to preserve it, and there it is, Alteria and Frostlass. By the way, I didn't even mention Frostlass. Look how fast it falls the rock throw. It's amazing to see. It just feels so nice seeing all of these meta Pokemon just getting beaten down by Aerodactyl. It's just like, it fills me up. It fills me up. Look at that rock slide. Did you guys see that rock slide? That took 90% of Alteria's HP. That's what happens if you shield the first two Pokemon, and we're gonna end that set in a 4-1. It feels extremely quick, guys, because opponents are surrendering left and right. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. In this one, we're met against the shiny Alolan Graveler. That thing looks like a beast. Look how red it is. That's amazing, but we're gonna be chunking its HP down with Razor Leaf. They didn't switch out fast enough, and look at that. Even the Frostlass, look how much damage it's taking. That's what people get for running the meta Pokemon, and Victory Bell and Aerodactyl are here to punish those people now. Look right there, if I had a Leaf Blade instead of a Leaf Tornado, we would have KO'd and we wouldn't have had to use a shield. But just a tip for the future, guys, don't be stingy with your charged TMs. If a move is better, it's just better, just use it. Don't be stingy, you'll get it back anyway. They bring out their Vigoroth, another meta Pokemon I've been seeing a lot these days, and they're gonna be dealing not very effective damage due to our poison type, but they will be taking us out with Body Slam, so we'll just bring out our Skarmory to deal with it, and the opponent surrenders, rightfully so. Didn't even know what I had in the back, and if only there was a way for me to show them, they would have been like, okay dude, alright, I see how it is, okay. Luckily for him, he didn't see it, so he probably still had enough motivation to play the rest of his set. GG's anyway. In this set, we're gonna be met with a Vigoroth lead, and that's perfect for us. Although counter does neutral damage to Skarmory, the Body Slams are going to be resisted. We're just gonna get to our first Sky Attack and throw it, see how much damage it does. If they let it through, they do shield, they want to preserve the health on their Vigoroth, and they're not throwing Body Slam, which makes me think, what is their plan? Do they just want to build up and switch out? Well, I'm not gonna let you do that, so I'm just gonna throw my second Sky Attack, and let's see if you wanna commit 2 shields to a Vigoroth. I don't know, whatever you switch into, I believe I have a counter to it, and I'm just gonna preserve my Skarmory for it. They bring out the Marowak, it's perfect, this is what we were looking for. Immediately switch into Shadow Aerodactyl, look at the damage, look at the chunking. We still have 2 shields left. This game is in the bag. They're gonna throw... What are they gonna throw? They throw a Shadow Ball. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure why I didn't shield it. I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting a Shadow Bone, but even that would have dealt quite a big chunk of damage to us. So in hindsight, I should have just shielded, made this game a lot cleaner. Through Rock Slide at whatever they brought in, would have probably one-hit KO'd, but regardless, they're gonna bring out their Wigglytuff. And I'm just waiting to show them my Victory Bell with double shields. There it is. What are you gonna do about it? We're gonna Razor Leaf down the Wigglytuff. Can we kill it before it gets to charge move? Yes, we can. Clean. We still have 2 shields. There's nothing Vigoroth can do against us. We're just gonna shield up anything. Doesn't matter. Bulldoze, Body Slam. You can spam Body Slam. I'm not sure why they went for Bulldoze, but regardless, I even reach a charge move. I'm just gonna throw it, better safe than sorry. There's a slight chance that this trainer only had Bulldoze on Vigoroth, because I don't see why you would throw that, especially when there's 2 shields on the enemy. Maybe he thought I was gonna try to flex, so he would be able to take me out in just 1 move, but I might be a little bit triggered and running a really triggery team, but I'm not that bad of a human being to flex the shield as well. In this one, we're gonna be met again with an Obstagoon. We already saw how this game went like before, so I'm just probably gonna do the same thing again. Just not shield anything up and go for air slashes. They're gonna throw their first air slash. As we saw last time, it only deals like 15% of Skarmory's HP, which we can easily tank. This time I throw immediately because I noticed that I wasn't being really efficient with my energy management that game, so I'm just gonna be throwing as soon as I get it. But this trainer actually decides to let it go through, which is quite interesting, but I believe I'm gonna be able to air slash it down. But I might throw Sky Attack because they at this point have a bunch of energy built up. I'm still gonna let this Night Slash go through, and it takes me in the red, but I think I can get to the Sky Attack. But they do an amazing switch into what seemed to look like a Flygon. Was it? There's no way it was a Flygon. Yeah, it's an Altaria. What am I talking about? Even Flygon isn't even allowed. So whatever, they brought out Altaria, we just bring out our Aerodactyl. They're not switching into anything else, which tells me whatever they have in the back is also weak to Shadow Aerodactyl. So at this point, I'm expecting them to throw out their Obstagoon in hopes of catching a fast charge move, which they do, but I'm not biting. I'm just keeping the energy and fast moving down. And it was a Marowak, that's why they didn't bring it out. Now they are forced to shield this. They know a Rock Slide would take them out in just one hit, especially because this thing is Shadow. They do shield it up, and at this point I believe I can reach another Rock Slide, and they're building up all the energy in the world and we don't make it to the Rock Slide. That hurts, that really hurts, and now this game is actually closer than it should be. But I believe we can still fight. Look, it's resisted, Razor Leaf is resisted, but it still deals that chunk of damage to Marowak. It's so nice to see. At this point I was expecting them to just bait with Bone Club twice, like obviously, but I'm not gonna risk it. I just shield up because I knew I was gonna be able to fast move it down before it reaches 3 Bone Clubs even, so GG to that trainer. That was actually a really close one. Sometimes these games can get a little bit close because the same way we deal so much fast move damage, our defenses are lowered as well, so if there's ever a Pokemon that resists your fast move and you're forced to fight it, it's gonna hurt you, especially if you can't switch out. This game we're met with a Frostlass, and Skarmory can kinda deal with it. It only takes neutral from ice because it has that steel typing. And Air Slashes hurt, and Sky Attacks hurt. So, especially because Frostlass is so squishy, it almost certainly has to shield, which they do. They played this game for quite a while. I mean, playing the game, he played Frostlass a lot before he knows how squishy it is. Me personally, I don't have a Frostlass yet. I didn't find a practical one. I didn't find a good one with good IVs, so I'm holding back for now. But it's not like I want to play it in this Holiday Cup anyway. I mean, I've been seeing it just on every team, so I'd rather run my trusty Shadow Aerodactyl. But yeah, at this point, I don't know, do they still have a shield? This Sky Attack's gonna take it out if they don't shield, but they do shield. Now they don't have any shields left. We did shield an Avalanche, so we're only up one of them. Do we get to the Sky Attack? We don't, but the opponent luckily panicked. I'm not sure if another Powder Snow would have taken me out, but I'm pretty sure he would have been able to farm me all the way down. But they panicked, they threw. Big mistake. We're gonna punish immediately with Aerodactyl, and let's see what they have in the back. Come on, show me the Marowak, show it to me. What you got there, Altaria Marowak? Oh, that's an Obstagoon, which does neutral damage with counters. I'm just gonna bring out the Victory Ball, let's see what they have in the back. They have a Skarmory, which is a hard punish. It's a really hard punish for us. I'm gonna throw Leaf Tornado. I mean, I have no reason not to. Hopefully we get the attack debuff. It is a 50-50% chance, and we did get it. That's quite nice. I mean, a little bit bad in this case because they get to farm us all the way down, but we might be able to do something now with Aerodactyl. We might be able to farm down, and look at this, guys. I'm thinking, okay, the Obstagoon is gonna destroy us. I can't shield a Sky Attack, it would do not very effective damage, but they actually had the Flash Cannon. So, well played to that trainer. Not a lot of people run Flash Cannon. I know I do, but from what I saw, most people prefer Brave Bird over Flash Cannon on Skarmory. But regardless, I couldn't. I felt like I just couldn't. Maybe I would have, if I knew it was gonna be a Flash Cannon, I should have shielded, fast moved down, and then threw a Rock Slide on the Obstagoon. But if they would have thrown a Sky Attack and we shielded, we would have just lost. So regardless, GG to that player. Now we're met with a Wigglytuff lead, one of those charmers we resist, by the way. And most Wigglytuff players don't like to shield it, especially thinking that this is gonna be a Sky Attack, and they never expect the Flash Cannon. So let's see if this guy expects it or not. Boom! Doesn't expect it. We take it out at one Flash Cannon. That's amazing. And they have a Galvantula. You already know what that means for our Aerodactyl. It's just gonna be able to fast move it all the way down. I'm actually extremely happy they threw energy here, because I was kind of worried they're gonna farm me all the way down using one shield. They actually undercharge, which is quite nice of them. This gives them the opportunity to farm more. I'm gonna throw my Sky Attack though, and this would hurt even while debuffed, so they will have to shield that. And at this point I'm just waiting for him to farm me down, and now I'm gonna bring in my Aerodactyl to fast move it all the way down. Look at that chunk. He does hurt us as well, but nowhere near as much as we're gonna hurt him. In the most friendly way possible. We're definitely shielding up a Discharge. We don't want to get hit by that. We would be one hit KO. Then they bring out a Diggersby. Now check this out. I know I could switch out, and I do switch out into Victory Bell. We're dealing super effective with it. He's switch locked. Fire Punch does hurt us quite a bit. We do shield in case it's an Earthquake, but they go with Fire Punch, and I'm pretty sure they already have 2 stacked, which they do. Let's see if we can take a Fire Punch. Shadow Victory Bell, I believe in you. Well, that definitely stung, but it survived, and Mud Shots are doing close to no damage, so this game is pretty much over, and it is. The Galvantula had just a slither of health left. They still had a shield, no problem there. And here my phone actually crashed, so I had to log back in. It was a weird interaction. I'm not sure what happened there, but I mean, what you gotta do, we're already used to these bugs, so I'm not gonna say anything. And with that, we reach the end of this jolly episode. Hope you trainers had a wonderful time watching me spark joy in everyone's heart with this team. And if you did, make sure to leave a little love in the comments telling me how much you hate me for showcasing this team. As a bonus, I'm going to leave you with the last set playing on its own, as my voice is going downhill after all this talking. But I hope to see you once again on the next video. Happy holidays!